I know we hear it all the time. Heck, even I say it all the time. To allow yourself permission to feel down, to feel bad, to feel sad, to think negatively, to expect the worst out of your future, to expect the repetition out of your past from your future. Because through feeling, releasing happens. To allow yourself to feel all that's meant, all that demands to be felt. Because sometimes your external reality, sometimes life gives you a situation, life puts you in an experience, through an experience that leads you to feel in specific ways, that leads you to think specific thoughts. And that's to release the blockages and to realize and to heal the trapped traumas that are preventing you from shifting into the next stage into your life, from unlocking your potential, from breaking through, from achieving whatever you want to achieve. But what's important for you to know, what's really important, is that you need to know that whatever work you do in order to heal, to release your blockages, is completely different from what you need to do in order to break through, in order to shift your reality, in order to start achieving. Point blank, and that's it. But do you know why I say it all the time? Allow yourself to feel down, allow yourself to bask in the negative, because that's what life is demanding from you at this point. If your external reality is proving that, then you have to feel it, because your reality is only happening for you, and whatever, it's just a reflection of whatever you're struggling with internally, and that thing you're struggling with internally is the obstacle between you and your dream reality. And that's what happens, because through healing, then you can start achieving. And that's why everyone else says it. But what if I tell you that what we're talking about in this video completely bypasses all of those blockages, completely bypasses all of your traumas, all of those trapped traumas? It's like you hack reality. And so if you're willing, if you're ready to start experiencing breakthroughs, to shift your reality, to start achieving, to stop having just another lesson, and to really start achieving, get into that achieving state, make sure to watch this video all the way through, because only then it would make sense. And I deliver on my words. It's not like a bait or anything. If you've been watching me for some time, you know that my videos build up gradually. And that's because I don't script, I don't outline, I don't plan or whatever ahead. I simply let things come to me intuitively. And that's why I've always believed that the best way for me to deliver my messages, to share my gifts with all of you lovely infinite beings, is through podcasts. Because the conversation itself would incite inspiration within me. The conversation, the flow of knowledge, the flow of conversation between two people, two conscious people, would inspire more knowledge and more information from within me. It would incite, revelations even, that I could share more and more with you. And that's why I'm even offering, one-on-one coaching. If you are interested, details in the description. But the thing is, when everyone says it, everyone is saying it, not just influencers and motivation, disciplined people, but even spiritual teachers, feel down, continue to feel down, disregard how you feel, but continue to take small, committed steps towards your dream reality, and eventually it's gonna happen. And while that might be true, while that might be necessary at some times, I simply don't like the way they glorify it. The fact is, no journey is gonna be linear. No journey is gonna be ever so smooth and straightforward. You're gonna have to have your pumps. You're gonna have to have, those little hiccups from time to time. Down times, up times, bad times, sad times, good times, joyful, cheerful times. It depends, and that's how you grow, the mix. You have to experience the whole spectrum of emotions. But what I'm trying to say is, don't take it as a constant. Don't consider it a constant in your reality. Don't end up giving more momentum towards this than what truly is going to shift your reality. Because what I realized is the main thing is the most important thing, what had made itself very evident to me to be the most important factor in completely shifting your life and shifting you into flow state, into achieving state, is for you to completely ignore your reality. I said it, yeah. Completely disregard your external reality. No matter how much the facts externally are trying to make you feel bad, no matter how things are really bad for you externally, and they are causing you to cower in bed all day, to cower in fear, to be stressed, to fear the worst, to expect the worst, to feel bad, to feel sad, because when you feel, things are gonna surface up and then they're gonna be released eventually, and that's how you heal, and that's how you move through your journey. But once you disregard all of that's happening externally and you choose to simply focus on the good, to simply focus on whatever you desire out of life, to focus on your dream reality, completely shift your focus out of this reality and into whatever you seek out of life. Imagine yourself by that beach, but really vividly, truly imagine it, feel it. You have, before you experience any shift in your life, you have to have built enough momentum, emotional and mental momentum, towards that good feeling. You have to have been feeling good. You had to have been feeling more good than bad, simply stating, if anything. But that's done through you really affirming to yourself, living in that dream future, visualizing it, really believing in it, feel all the emotions that are related to it, think your thoughts from the future, see even people in first person, how they would be reacting, if anyone is included, see the disbelief in their eyes that you've made it this far, feel your own disbelief that you've actually made it, feel the relief of actually making it to everything you ever wanted. See yourself by that beach, see yourself in that mansion, imagine yourself in your dream city with your dream partner, with your soulmate, in an unconditional loving relationship. Imagine yourself completely financially free, traveling the world, having everything you want, having absolute freedom, absolute stability, whatever you want out of life, whatever it is for you, having that dream job for you, having that majorly successful business. Live through that. You have to give that more momentum than letting yourself feel down. Feeling down is gonna help you heal, and let yourself feel everything you want. Let yourself feel the negative that's been presented to you by your external reality. It's gonna heal through your blockages and resolve them. But this, what we're talking about, completely living in La La Land, if you will, if that's what you wish to call it, that bypasses everything. That flows through all of the blockages, all of the obstacles, and it dissolves through them, because you have to do it repeatedly, continuously giving it more momentum until you really connect with it, until you really identify with it, until you really become it. Because then your subconscious wouldn't know the difference. It would think you have made it already. It does not care about what if you're taking actions or not, but if you're feeling it, if you're thinking it, and if you're acting according to it, as if you're taking inspired action, you're living the dream, because you've already manifested that reality you want. So you're gonna be doing those small steps that are gonna actually manifest it in your external reality, but you're gonna be doing it out of the knowingness that you've already manifested that reality. It's a bit elusive to explain it, but that's how manifestations work. You have the thing and then you play with it. Whatever it is, you have your job and then you play within it. You have your games and then you play with it. You have your friends and then you play with them. You have whatever, you manifest the thing before you take actions with that thing. And so you're simply taking actions, inspired actions, because you're passionate actions. You're doing whatever out of love for that reality you've manifested, out of inspiration, out of passion for that reality you already have, rather than feeling bad and then choosing to apply discipline to get you there, and take small actions, take forced actions, day by day, until you eventually get there. But it had made itself very evident to me that the way it really works even in small things, moment by moment, everyday things, hour by hour, day by day. Things like simply posting those videos when I'm feeling bad, when I'm choosing to remain in my negative aspect and feel all of the negativity I'm basking in. Be myself, let myself be triggered by my external reality, let myself be influenced by all the negative aspects in my life, by all of those fearful experiences, and expect my past, think about my past, and expect my past to to represent itself in my future. But then I choose to apply discipline, because that's how it should be done. And I take actions, I make a video, no matter, regardless of how much effort I put into this video, into that video, no matter how much relatable it is to you, no matter how informative, how knowledgeable it is, it does not end up doing that well. It turns out to be another basic video. It does not reach the majority of you, which just makes it pointless for me. It does not get any views. It does not reach every one of you, the majority of you. And then when I choose to make a video when I'm in the other state, when I'm just basking in the grace and the gratitude and the glory of having manifested my dream reality, because I've been thinking about it, visualizing it for long enough, repeatedly over a few days, living in La La Land, completely ignoring whatever is happening in my external reality, and simply I make a video, even if it's not as good as that previous one, even if it's not, as informative, as relatable, as knowledgeable, it ends up doing way much better. Simply because I was feeling good, simply because I was in a positive state and I was acting inspiring. I was acting inspiringly, I was taking inspired action out of love, out of passion, out of believing that I've already made it. I don't care, I'm doing it because I love it, because I'm passionate, not because I need something, not because it's leading me to something. And that works on all aspects, on all of the little things and on the big things. And that's what you're gonna realize when you observe your life closely. And that's how you hack your reality. Disregard, the things you do to heal is not the things you have to do in order to achieve. Simply stated. Whatever you've been doing to heal, to unblock, to release, is not what needs to be done for you to break through, to shift, to achieve. And that's why this bypasses all of those blockages, because now all of the things that have been preventing you from actually achieving that dream reality, from actually living your purpose, from actually living your meaningful life, from actually shifting your reality into whatever you wanted, all those blockages and traumas that have been holding you back, they can no longer be there once you're very consciously and subconsciously identified with that, living through that, being that. Because now you're affirming to yourself, you're telling your mind, your body, your subconscious, your essence, your energy, that you're already there, that you've made it already. So how could you still be experiencing those blockages and those traumas? It does not make any sense. And that's why they disappear with the process, they dissolve with the process. The rain is really going at it, and I'm loving it. Yeah, so and that's how you dissolve through the process. You don't have to take it step by step and feel all of the negative and feel all of the bad and go through this and that and experience all of this traumatizing experiences, having to heal, pulling yourself barely out of bed every morning. Simply ignore all of that to the best of your ability. I know it's not that easy. I know your external reality could be holding you by holding you in choking point, on gun point. Don't feel good, don't feel happy, because I'm gonna waste you, I'm gonna completely traumatize you and terrorize you once again. But if you're able to just tune into that empowerment, tune into your self-worth, and align with that future, disregard that reality, and really emotionally and mentally give that future enough momentum, everything in your reality is going to shift. And you're gonna start achieving whatever you want out of this life so effortlessly, so easily, that you're gonna be addicted to that, that you're gonna be not want to ever feel bad again. And it's up and down and all of that, yeah, sure, but don't give it that much energy. Don't even don't try to force you, you know, because the way they say it, other influencers and spiritual teachers even, they glorify it in a sense that they are asking you to not even try to get yourself out of it. Let it be, ignore it, just keep taking, you know, action, because you're gonna have to keep feeling bad while you're taking the actions. But that's not the case. It's gonna work, but it's gonna be matter creating matter, which is absolutely not the same as energy creating matter, which is inspired action versus forced action. Not knowing that you've manifested that thing versus knowing that you've already had that thing, you're just playing with it. I hope this video really delivered on my point and clarified things for you. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel, because it helps this video really get to many more others who might actually need it. Thank you so much for tuning in to another video by AF's Conscious Frequency.